You're watching Talking About. Welcome back. I'd like to introduce our next guest, who's a comedian in New York, producer of the Tom Ragu Comedy Review, among other things. Tom Ragu, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
It's nice to have you here.
I'm happy to be here. I just want to start by saying that I don't want to start any trouble, but I'm really uncomfortable with the seating arrangement here, you know, because this is not my good side. I don't want to make any.
Sorry.
I don't want to make any waves.
Okay.
I would rather be sitting there, but you don't have to move.
End?
You don't have to move.
You want to sit in my lap.
I'm just saying.
Who doesn't?
Oh, please.
Oh,
Nickel,
who
every
hasn't?
time you probably said that. JC. I've heard about him.
Oh dear.
What bathroom wall did you read it?
It's terrible. I get no respect. No respect.
You love it.
Oh please. Well, thanks for joining us. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
We're
Thanks.
so
It's really
privileged because
happy
you
to be
are
here.
a legend in the comic circuit
Oh.
in New York City.
Is that true?
Well, it's a well-known show. A lot of people are on the show, and I mean, you always have a fabulous headliner. The show. Well, tell people about your show. Jesus.
Well, it's called the Tom Ragu Comedy Review, and it's an amazing coincidence because my name happens to be Tom Ragu, and I'm in the show. So
Oh,
I found the
wow.
show. No, I'm joking. We've been doing the show for about 2.5 or 3 years, and we're just coming up on a year at the Stonewall Inn in the West Village. So it's on January 11th, we'll be having our 1-year anniversary show at Stonewall, Monday at 7 p.m. But you know, I had a comedy dream, and that was that I wanted to put together a nice, fun variety show where there was no pressure on the comedians to bring people and, you know, and all that kind of thing. And, you know, it sort of came true. And so I have fun. I produce the show. I book the show. I scout the show. I host the show. It's my baby, and I like it.
You do everything, and it's great.
I kind of do everything.
What do you mean, kinda?
Well,
You have it. It's
If
so
I was able
much
to be
fun.
the DJ there, I would do that too.
I know, but you
But-
can only do so much.
but,
You're just one
yeah.
man.
Well, you've given a lot of comedians that are up and coming, you know, their premieres, their debuts in New York. You know.
That's true.
Yeah.
So it's good. I'm happy to do it. There were people that when I was you know, first starting comedy, and it wasn't that long ago. So I don't mean to.
I know
make
you're
it
all
seem
of 28.
Like when I first started doing comedy.
Way back when.
But when I was coming up and first doing some of my first shows, there were people who gave me opportunities, even when I didn't deserve them. And so I like to be able to give back to
Pay
the
forward.
comedy community. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's great. Now, are you a native New Yorker?
I am. I was born here in New York City. And then
That's okay.
Yeah,
That's good.
Yeah, and then we moved to Long Island when I was about 5. We moved around a lot, and now and then I lived in San Diego for a while, for about 11 years, and then I moved back to New York in 2002, and then I started doing comedy shortly after that, and took it from there.
Fantastic. Now, did you always have an inclination towards comedy, or was it just fell into?
I did. I always was looking to be the center of attention.
No.
Even growing up, I was the class clown. I was the one who was always joking around. I was always the one who saw the funny side of everything, even the most disastrous or tragic situation.
Because it's just funny in pratfalls. It's just funny.
Right.
Seriously.
What is it? What did he say? What does he mean? I don't know.
Pratfalls. They're just,
I know.
sad situations, you know.
No, I know.
Yeah.
And yeah, so comedy was always inside of me, or at least a comedian every now and then.
Well, it's also well known that lesbians love Tom Ragu.
That's true. I have
Tom
a tremendous.
Ragu loves lesbians.
I have a tremendous lesbian following.
There's a lot of
You're
loving
followed
going
by
on.
tremendous lesbians or a lot of lesbians?
Well, that goes without saying. No.
Either thought is quite interesting.
What?
Either thought is quite
Yeah,
interesting.
no, I have a tremendous lesbian following, and I love my lesbians because, you know, I really think that my mother, while I was growing up, and she was raising her awkwardly gay son, that she, you know, at some point must have prayed, you know, to Jesus, that please, Jesus, let my son be surrounded by women throughout his life.
A harem, a harem.
And now I am surrounded by strong, confident, powerful women, lesbians. And I'm sure that she is now kicking herself somewhere saying, damn it, I should have been more specific.
Now, what is it that when you're booking your show, what is it about a comedian that gravitates you and makes you want to have them in your show?
I think that when I'm scouting out there, I look for somebody who has the it factor. They don't really have to be, absolutely perfect with their routine per se, but I just know it when I see it. A stage comfortability, a little bit of just natural comedic timing and funny stories and everything like that.
Kind of like Monahan.
Exactly. But she's been doing it for years.
Yes, she's a veteran, isn't she?
Yeah, no.
Yes.
She was one of the first people that I saw when I first started doing
Really?
comedy.
Well-
I saw her at Adam Sank's old show at
Therapy?
Therapy. She was one of the first people that I saw. Yeah.
And you said, "You girl, come here."
I was 10. I was doing Shirley Temple impersonations at the therapy bar. My parents are gay men.
I was raised by gay wolves, so we all
Came out of my father's butt.
Oh
On
goodness.
that note, I do want to let the viewers know that we are live, and we are taking some phone calls. It's 718-460-9802. If you have a question or comment, say what you mean, but don't say it mean. We welcome you, 718-460-9802.
Oh.
Now that's really great. You're gonna be celebrating a 1-year anniversary of the show. And do you want to move on
At
to something
Stonewall.
At Stonewall? Do you want to move on to something bigger and better? Do you have bigger ambitions for the show? Maybe, take it on the road or
Carnegie
something.
Review.
Well,
Yeah.
I am thinking of doing a gay comedy tour coming up soon, but right now it's in the planning stages. And I recently produced and hosted a LGBT themed show for the New York Underground Comedy Festival, and that was called Clutch the Pearls, and that took place at the Laugh Lounge sometime in October, and that was fun. So we're going to do something similar to that once I get everything all worked out, and maybe have a rotating cast of comedians and just do an East Coast tour and see how it goes. Yeah. So
Oh, so it's such a busy man. When do you have time to fall in love?
He's doing it right now.
Hi, red light. How are you? Hi. I'm following the red lights. Oh, there you are. There you are. There you are. There you are. There you
Don't
are.
pull a Cindy Brady. Don't pull a Cindy Brady. No, seriously, such a busy man. It's like,
There is no time. I'm always in comedy clubs looking for talent. I'm always booking. I'm always dealing with comedians. And I don't know if you've dealt with a lot of comedians, but it is not the easiest. Because there are times when you call somebody at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, trying to talk with them and see if you could get them in your show. It's like, hello, it's like, did I wake you? Dr. Phil is on. What are you doing? I mean, I'm sorry. Can I call you back in 10 minutes?
That's what happens when you call Jackie a lot.
Yeah. Sleeping or dancing.
I like it when you dance.
Yeah. I go out dancing often.
I like when you dance. You should dance more.
I do.
Yeah.
I'm a dancer.
Do you dance on the show? Have you ever danced for Tom?
Have you ever seen me dance?
No, I can't say that I
Do
have.
you want to see me do it now?
Sure.
Be careful of your power back.
I'm everyone. That's all it be. Did you like it?
Oh,
was
that's
great.
Awesome.
That was
That was
if
great.
someone doesn't call in about that,
That's 718-460-9802.
I don't know what we're not doing right. Oh gosh. Now usually the show, how many comedians do you spotlight on in an evening during the show?
Well, there's an opener and a headliner, and then usually 4 or 5 in between. And so, anywhere between
Oh, that's a great night. That's a fun night.
7 comics
Yeah.
of
fantastic.
various stages of experience.
Is
I
there-
thought you were going to say undress.
That too.
This is not therapy bar, but it
there
is
like a-
Stonewall, so
Is there a cover
anything
charge
goes.
so that our viewers know what to expect when they come?
There
to
is
see
no
the show?
cover. There's a 2-drink minimum
Oh, nice.
at the Stonewall Inn.
Upstairs?
On the second floor every Monday at 7.
Brilliant.
And so it's a great show. It's one of the
And they can come up to you personally
and say hello.
and say hello.
And say hello.
This is my
Come
phone
on down.
714.
We're all about creating the connectivity here.
I can tell.
I just like to make sure everyone's connected.
Do you need a room?
I'm just saying.
You should come sit on his lap.
Come sit on Santa's lap.
I know.
Just
I know.
ask for what you want.
Wait, I want
See
a
if
big
it pops
train.
up.
I think JC's about to get up and actually do that.
No, I'll wait for a caller to ask me to do that. I don't want to put you in an awkward position.
Or
Oh, God! The jokes write themselves.
I just don't have to do anything. I can just sit back.
And laugh.
No, that was like my last date. Don't just do that.
Oh, damn.
you don't have a boyfriend?
No, I do not. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you for reminding me.
Thank you, Jackie, for
I was
making me feel
surprised.
like crap.
I thought
yeah.
you
no,
seemed like a long-term relationship type guy.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
not
that
true.
sounds, that sounds like a good plan. Yeah.
That's not true.
It's not happening.
Yeah. I'm like, my Craigslist relationship kind of person.
But that's just me.
Did you ladies notice that vests are in?
Yes.
It's absolutely fabulous. I have to run out.
Well, we thought this would look festive.
This is the second show in a row, second month in a row, that these two have been suspiciously dressed.
That's not true.
It is true. I don't trust you. I don't know what's going on.
We're not conspiring against you.
No, it's nothing like that.
Did you
That's
see
just-
cheerleaders here today? There were no cheerleaders here today.
Okay. Point taken.
Only Tom Ragu.
And Jackie Monahan.
I was a cheerleader.
You were.
All right, so there was one cheerleader.
Why
I was
am
a
I not
cheerleader too.
surprised?
Oh, were you a cheerleader as well?
No.
Oh.
But I was very involved with the football team.
Should we make a
well.
greatest pyramid right now?
No. Well, if she was there's a gay cheerleading squad in New York.
Is there?
Cheer
Yes.
in New York.
I hated it though.
Yeah, but they look like they have fun. They were very fun. They were here last month.
Maybe.
You could do it. You could do it. It would be fun.
That was probably the first
Were they
time
drag
we
queens?
picked up a guy in a
Oh,
long
they were
time.
real.
Oh, damn.
Well, not the first. No, not true. Not true.
By a guy.
Oh, no. Now, Tom, what else do you do besides the comedy and the show? Do you also write?
Yeah, I do comedy writing. I write my own material, and sometimes I write material for other people. But it's not as funny when they do it. And believe it or not, promoting and hosting and producing the show takes up a lot of my time.
I can.
And occasionally I do other special shows, one-time only shows. And so,
It's nice that you're involved in the community and that you have. Would you consider yourself an activist? Within the community.
I wouldn't consider myself an activist. I keep myself informed on all the issues. I'm for gay marriage, of course,
Okay.
but not for the reasons that one would think. I'm for gay marriage because I think that gay marriage will lead to gay divorce, and that is going to be fabulous, ladies and gentlemen. Can you picture gay divorce? There, of course, will be gay divorce court.
I want to host that show.
That's going to be terrific.
You can be the judge.
I think Harvey Firestein should be the judge.
Oh, I'll watch that. You
It's
can be
like,
the plain
what
man."
happened to you two kids? Why? Why
Someone
did you
getting
break up? Picture it.
That would be kind of funny.
I want to watch that. I'd watch that right after Judge Judy.
Right.
Don't take my Judge Judy away. Oh, we got to fill
I'm
that.
speaking.
We got to fill that Oprah spot. So
Your listening ears on.
I am. I'm listening. I'm listening.
No.
I can multitask.
Love her.
Yeah, she's great. She's great. That's a great idea. That's a really great idea.
So, I wouldn't consider myself an activist, but I am, involved in a couple of charities that I work with regularly, and I produce some benefit shows to raise money.
Wow. So that's definitely keeps you occupied.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And how do you feel with the comedy scene right now in New York City? What do you think? Are you happy with what you're seeing?
I am. I think that it's really young, and I think that there's, for a lot of the young comedians, and young in age and in their 20s, that a lot of them have expectations because it looks so easy when you see someone professional doing it, that
No, it's not.
that
really
it's easy they're going to
challenging,
get up there and they're going to be the next Dane Cook or Chris Rock or what have you, and what they don't understand is that it takes a lot of work and a lot of dedication and a lot of writing and a lot of doing it
Right.
and failing and bombing and keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it until you get it right.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, we've certainly been there.
Bombing.
I don't.
Oh,
I doubt.
Jackie was at my
Is that
first
true?
bombing. See
I
her
was
in
the
the-
one throwing tomatoes at you.
she was heckling me.
were you
Did I heckle
really?
you? No, I didn't.
No, you're actually the one support I had in the
I
in
was
the
like,
crowd.
you go.
You go,
She
honey.
didn't have the tomatoes, she had the cucumbers.
One of the worst shows I did. I don't really remember where it was, but there were a bunch of people. And now when you bomb, it's no longer like people sort of like look away or anything. Now it's they get the BlackBerry out and they start going through their email. And so now you know when you're bombing, because all the lights come up
Oh,
with the
yeah.
BlackBerry and they're like going like this. And,
Oh, I just thought my time was up when I saw those flashing lights. That's it.
and it was I was like, what's going on? What's going on? I'm losing half the audience.
Oh, no.
They're checking their email.
Oh, that's rude.
It was terrible.
That should be.
And it sucks if it's a show of like 6 people because half the audience is just 3 people.
Right.
Then you're screwed.
Exactly.
I do the opposite. Like I get them like really going, and then I take out my phone and I'm like, some emails too.
I can see.
I have
you
some lines to learn.
Yeah, got some new lines to learn.
Oh gosh. Now these ladies have performed for you, and
That's
are you impressed by their comedy? Do you
I
find
am.
them? Yes.
Yeah,
Do you find them innovative, edgy comics for the future?
I do.
Yes.
Comic of the future. Laugh now.
Yes.
Well, I'm actually going to be doing Tom's show on Monday.
Oh.
That's right.
It's going to be fun.
Oh, I think I'll
She's
stop
doing
by.
you're doing the show a lot, and then I think you're the following Monday when Mona is doing Divas of Diversity.
I want to come to that show. I don't think I'm doing that show.
I
wanna
know
come
who's
to it.
on that show.
You're in that show. She's in that show.
Oh, that's why I'm going to have to go to that show.
And then you're in the
The
women we love, the Valentine's
Oh,
show.
yeah, I am? I got to check my
We're
calendar.
gonna have our
That's
own
cute.
conversation.
Right.
Sorry.
She's in the show a lot coming up.
Sorry.
That's fantastic. So that's next Monday. Our own Kill Duff will be on the show.
Well, wait, actually, another plug. Jackie and I are going to be at Ochi's Lounge tonight for the back room.
Oh, and that's always a great show. That's always a
That
fun
starts
show.
at 9, but we're
well,
not going to be there at 9.
We'll have we're switching tops.
So we won't be seeing the same outfit twice.
Yeah.
Because you know one homo is gonna be all like,
Oh
hey.
yeah. Oh my God, she wore that shirt last month. Yeah, I did. So what? What? I have to do laundry. Do my laundry for me, and then this won't happen. Okay.
So you're going to be in the Ochi's Lounge. Tell Dave Rubin I said hi.
I don't know if he's gonna be there.
He loves me.
Somebody has a
Oh,
crush
does
on
he?
Dave Rubin.
Does he?
Yeah,
Oh,
he does.
wow. Do you love him?
I do.
Interesting.
Facebook says he's single.
Is he single? You're kidding. That's a joke.
According to Facebook.
Oh.
Wow.
Facebook is the truth.
It's in stone there. Yes.
It's in Stonewall. What?
No, it's set in stone
kidding.
there if it's on Facebook. Yeah, absolutely.
You're on Facebook, and you're on Facebook, and you're
We're
on
all on
Facebook.
Facebook.
The
Oh,
next person who
Everybody
calls
is.
gets free tickets to our Ochi show.
718-460-9802.
Do you know I was gonna, recently I did an all lesbian show, an all lesbian cast.
Okay.
And I was going through names of what should I name the show? What should I name the show? And one of the names was "Sit on My Facebook." Isn't that a great name, people?
Oh, that's
That's funny.
hardcore. Yeah, that's hardcore. Yeah. Yeah. I would call it the JJ's.
That
That's
sounds
fun.
like a club. Come on down to the JJ's Comedy Club. Comedy Clam. Oh.
Comedy Clan.
Oh. Do you feel like you're back home in Rhode Island? Jackie, pay Monahan.
It's like I'm in Rhode Island.
Oh my God, you're wicked. What?
Does anybody have any coffee milk?
Do you want some chowder?
Oh, very good.
Nobody's going to call
Interesting.
in tonight. That's fine.
That's okay.
Free tickets to the Ochi show. You could sell them on eBay to your friends.
That's okay. That's okay. No, seriously.
My goodness.
No, it's really great to have you here, and
Thank you.
it's just really, I think it's really fantastic that you're being able to reach out and just pull in all this really great talent and pull it all together, pull it together and stuff on a weekly basis, because the show is weekly, isn't it?
Every Monday.
Yeah, so that's really fantastic. Yeah.
You spoke about New York as an atmospheric community. Do you think the whole scene, it seems to be cyclical, Do you think it's on an uptick, or where in that cycle do you find it right now?
I think that comedy, my opinion, is that comedy really is in a transitional phase right now, and I think that in the next few years, comedy's going to change, and there's going to be some new type of comedy, some sort of new genre. You know, I just have, I just get that feeling.
Well, what I think is kind of interesting with comedy, or what I've noticed with the phase of comics, is that even if you watch sitcoms, there used to be a time where sitcoms had their beats, and sitcoms made sort of like, they hit on a beat, and everyone could count the number of times that there was a funny in a sitcom. Now everything's more like reality, almost like one camera shoot and real life based sort of. So it's definitely a shift in how we perceive comedy in the sitcom world. The popular comedies are all like one camera shots of like The Office and things that are day-to-day humor.
Right.
From people's perspective.
There's no studio audience anymore.
Yeah.
So the audience at home doesn't know when to laugh, because for 50 years the audience at home has been trained that when the studio audience laughs, that's when I laugh.
Right. Even if there was a single camera shoot, they would loop in the god-awful laugh track.
Right. And so now, with shows like 30 Rock or The Office or Curb Your Enthusiasm, they don't know when to laugh. And I'll be watching with, let's say, my mother, who is, very into sitcoms, but the traditional ones, and she'll say, "This show is not funny at all." I'm like, "Are you kidding? It's
won 7 Emmys.
12 Emmy Awards, and it's hysterical." Well, nobody's laughing. She's supportive.
There should be like a laugh track button or something that
Bless
is an
her heart.
option. There should be that sort of like.
Maybe you should bring your own laugh track and be like,
Instead
laugh
of
now, Mom.
the
Hold up an
channel.
applause sign for it.
Hey, even Wendy Williams doesn't know what her applause sign is for, so hey,
She thought it said apples.
I don't know.
Wendy Williams?
Yeah, Wendy Williams. She didn't know what that applause sign was for.
Right.
Awesome.
She's a fan of 30 Rock, so it's kind of like. I'll just say.
Poor Wendy Williams. Poor thing has no idea what's going on in her show. I like her, and I think that she's hysterical, but the poor thing has no idea what's going on her show.
But she has her
She's
own
like, "Where
show."
are we? What camera? What? You see that red light over there? It's that one, Wendy." How do I know that?
She can't see past the red bloodshot of her own eyes to see the red light.
Right, her wig is on a little
Yeah, I
too
was
tight, honey.
thinking.
And she quit her radio gig to do this horrible television
oh, no.
show.
I thought she was doing that.
Right,
that
no,
gig
she
still.
quit. She quit over the summer, like early summer, like
Oh, really?
or right when they came back in
Wow.
September, and I was shocked and amazed because the show is horrible.
Well,
Yeah, it is.
But
And-
it had a 12-week trial, and then they brought it back.
the Kardashians need a place to push their products.
Ugh. Ugh.
I'm just saying.
With those people in their names.
Chloe.
With their K names.
Now, you know what I think is really, really
Okay.
interesting, especially with the mob of talent that we have sitting up here, is that there hasn't been any kind of a room for
Did you say mom of talent?
mob.
Oh, mob.
Mob.
Angry Mom.
Angry lesbian mob! It's redundant! No.
Strong and confident.
Why hasn't there been a sort of like a hip gay comedy yet that's been written that has hit? How come that hasn't happened yet?
Because they're afraid of us. Those straight people. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, no, it's just that, especially with your exposure to so much talent, you must be really inspired from what you've seen to maybe put a spin on.
Well, I'm not exposed to that much talent. I mean, we just get lucky every week.
I wish I could get lucky every week.
No, I'm kidding.
come on.
Well, I think that there was, and then Will and Grace was on for a while.
Sure.
You're talking about sitcoms and
Yeah,
television.
yeah. Is the timing right to have another Will and Grace
I
on?
think
Wait,
so.
wasn't
I
Laverne
think
Shirley
so.
a gay show?
Only
It
when you
wasn't?
watched it, Jackie.
Who's that?
No, I remember.
Oh, F you.
Oh, well, I
Daddy,
have them on
please.
DVD if you'd like to see them sometime, Tom Ragu.
Sure. I read about them, but I've never seen one.
Well, allow me to introduce you to Laverne and Shirley sometime.
Okay.
You just have to pay close attention.
Lucky.
As I, you know.
Yeah, Boo Boo Kitty was an allegory.
Oh,
Yes.
that's not right.
It's
That's-
funny and
that's not
true. Where's Boo Boo Kitty?
That was code for something. Is that what you're insinuating? You know, I was on
Yes.
that set once. I was actually on that
No.
Yes, I've been to the studio where that's a set on, I think on the Paramount lot, or
Oh, really?
where they did, where they used to do the Shmeel Shmantel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I walked those streets.
What'd you do with the skirt you stole?
I'm not
you
telling
should see when he
you.
wears the shirt with the sweater with,
With
the big L.
with the big L.
Hey, what was her boyfriend's name? Wasn't it?
Carmine.
Big Ragu.
Big
Oh, hey!
Comes full circle.
It's
Wow.
only a matter of time before that came on. I knew once I started talking about Laverne and Shirley, it was all over.
We didn't even plan that, you guys. That was not planned.
That was gorgeous.
Love
You
it.
girls rock. That was good. That's good. I want to see that on a shirt on you.
The big
Absolutely.
Ragu.
The big Ragu.
Absolutely.
You should just get knee pads and say the big Ragu.
I'm feeling very uncomfortable.
As well you should. As well you should.
If you had knee pads, you'd feel
Well, honey, I'll have to just borrow yours, okay? I'll add sequins, and it'll be fabulous.
Well, really seriously, we're so grateful that you came by and
Thank you.
and shared your insight on comedy and comedians and certainly kept us abreast of what you're doing with comedians and your show.
I feel like this was like the most self-indulgent half hour for myself.
It was well.
because I had such a good time talking with everybody. It's like screw you. we're having a talk here.
I am going to go out and buy a vest in every color now.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
now that I know that vests are back in.
Yes.
And I'm going to get a matching tie and.
Yeah.
And
Do you want me to help fit you in?
oh, there's not enough material in Flushing for that. But I'm really happy to be here, and thank you for inviting me. And you guys
no,
have a
our
great
pleasure.
show.
Our
And-
And
pleasure.
people can find more information about you.
well, there's the show has its own MySpace page, MySpace/Tom Ragu Comedy Review, and then MySpace, and I have my own Tom Ragu, and I'm on Facebook. Be launching my website very soon, tomragu.com.
Fantastic.
And every Monday at the Stonewall Inn, 7 p.m. on the second floor. So
7 p.m. No cover, 2-drink minimum.
that's right.
Okay. And we'll wake Jackie up and we'll get her website also.
Wake up.
Wake up, Jack.
JackieManahan.com.
And
bless
our
you.
website is www.talkingabout.info. If you want to subscribe to the podcast, talkingaboutpodcast.com or talkingabout on iTunes.com. That'll take you right in where you can just click the subscribe, get a new show every week, and be our slaves.
Click on us.
Click on us.
Oh boy. Well.
I want to thank you for joining us, and we're out of here.
Sorry your phones
Bye.
are broken.